What's up, everyone? I hope everyone's having a nice day. I'd like to say before I got into the podcast that the audio was having a little bit of an issue where Bean's voice was a lot lower than I'm spoiling. But Bean's voice was a lot lower than my voice in the podcast. There was also some feedback. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up that I decided to go ahead and push this out. You might have to crank it up. And if you guys have any issues with it, I'm gonna try to get another episode out sooner this week, and then still have another episode for next week. So let me know. Let me know down below if you guys hated it, couldn't listen to it. My deepest apologies. I hope you still enjoy the video. I'm gonna see what I can do. Thank you.
What's up, Super Saiyan gods and goddesses? I'm your host, Real, and welcome to the Super Saiyan SMITE podcast, episode 8. Today we're bringing back CLOGGEDBEAN, and we're just gonna kind of talk about things. There's a lot of stuff that hit the battleground in SMITE that are you know something we can really dive into, as well as some off-topic stuff that we're just going to yap about because Bean has some ideas. I didn't plan this episode out. Normally I have like a whole script and everything, but I've been going through a lot. I got a new mic, by the way. I have a new mic, HyperX podcast. I hope it sounds good. This is the paid promotion. No. Speaking of paid promotion, we are sponsored by Dad's Gaming Esports. They've been doing some pretty fun things with community gaming. They have SMITE. They have a bunch of different games. So it'll be in the description below. Join. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube. It'll really help us out. Reach that goal that you can see above. Well, Bean, has anything crazy happened to you in the last week or so? I know you have stuff going on in life.
Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily crazy, but since the last time I was on this show, my son is crawling now, so that's super exciting.
All right, that is very
He
exciting.
literally crawled to me when I got home from work on Thursday, which was pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Aside from that, I think so. I think we kind of just been vibing this week.
Nice. Well,
how's the host?
How am I? A lot's happened. I think I talked about it a little bit. I've especially talked about it on Twitch, but yeah, I recently split up with my ex, and I talked to you about it in DMs. So I'm not going to dive too far into that. It's a lot to talk about, and I don't need all that. Yeah, it's a whole thing. That's a whole episode that was never going to get recorded. But outside of that, I took out a loan to consolidate some debt, and kind of, get on a plan to, pay bills and be consistent with my bills and stuff. So, I guess that's the craziest thing that's happened. I got a new mic. I got a new desk. So we've reworked a little bit of the setup, but I'm not gonna take the camera down because then I have to put it back. And it's on a whole thing, and I don't feel like messing with it. So yeah.
All right, let's dive into some SMITE.
SMITE. All right. Firstly, Hui dropped almost 2 weeks ago now. I think Hui's been a bit of a menace in the queues. I've seen a lot of aspect. I've seen a lot of non-aspect. I've seen some ability hunters. I've played some ability. I've played some ability Hui, which is a lot of fun. I've tried the int build and I've tried the strength build, and both of them seem good. I think the strength build is a bit stronger than the int build. And then it takes so long to get that final the bounce off, and then you don't always get the value from it. In my opinion, but I've been loving the character. I was not a Hou player in Smite 1 at all.
Yeah.
I just wasn't.
I've honestly been playing a fair amount too. I'm honestly having a ton of fun with him. But yeah, I hear you're saying he's been every queue. He's super strong for sure.
And then,
What's pretty funny, I feel like when he first dropped in, I feel like I was having a lot of people tell me like, "Oh, Houyi's in, you know, you love Houyi," and I'm just like,
I mean, that's what you said about Solo too.
I literally just started sending screenshots because no one would believe me. I was like, I have 3 games of Conquest with him in Smite 1, so I don't know where this whole. I mean, like I do know where because it was honestly a meme of honestly running around about me in Smite 1 because I would play him in Joust and Duel. That was kind of my go-to character. I
Oh,
would build him ability base, and I got so much crap for it. But it's funny. But I have gotten a lot of crap out of the challenge to the 1v1s with him. And
wow.
I come out on top, so I put my money where my mouth is. I stand on that ability base build. But yeah, it is funny because like I mean he was always honestly just always trash in Conquest and Smite 1. His clear was too awful, but you know he's a lot better than Smite 2. He's a lot more reliable. But to be honest, I know a lot of people like the aspect. I'm not really a huge fan of it. I slept on my first time. And it's just like I don't know. It's like I just found myself like trying to ricochet shots, and it's just not working. Like,
yeah, no, okay. So the thing is, like, you don't really play for you only use those ricochet shots if you can't reach someone. Like,
I know,
that's it.
It's
But like
instead of like chasing, it's like I pull up to get one auto, but it's like it's one auto. It's not really doing much. Like I might rather get my ricochet with my one and actually kill the dude.
Yeah. So yeah, I have actually played quite a bit, especially lately. Because at first I was like, nah, I don't know about the aspect. That shit sounds weird. But then I really like dived into trying to play it, and like his early clear is insane because you get 2 like autos basically, and then like you can bounce your autos off the wall at camp, like at the camp to start the game, and you're hitting 2 minions. You're also getting the ricochet shot, bouncing it off the wall, and you'll clear so fast. It's honestly, I probably faster than his non-aspect, like way faster with the triple bounce.
I
It's kind of crazy.
I agree that the clear is definitely better, but in terms of actually the gameplay of it, I don't like it. I want my CC.
And then have you
frustrating?
Have you played crit on him yet?
No, I haven't.
Oh my gosh! See, the aspect gives you like, you know, like the crit on the aspect just feels so nice.
Yeah,
I went into a game the other day and got 5 stacks within like 5 stacks on my first item rage, like in the first fight, which was insane. And then I just proceeded to beat the out of everyone. I don't know. It was a lot of fun, but you have to play him like a standard like hunter. You're not looking for bounces and stuff. You're just trying to auto people down. Like the bounces on like your auto bounces are only very niche, and you don't really use them. But
I get that.
I don't know. Yeah.
It's just like it was so often that people were just running away from me. I wasn't able to finish anyone off because like, I didn't have a son to like walk him down and think he'll look like and I forget the 3 also have the knockback.
They have the knockup still.
It still does. Okay.
Yeah, it still does.
Remember.
Yeah, and they have the slow in your ult. You still have the slow in your ult too. So I mean, the only thing you lost is the stun, and then the bounce off the one. But like those are very important things in my opinion. Like throwing your ult down, getting a double bounce off of your sun, off of your orb. Like it feels really nice. But like, you know, you just, I don't know. Your one is less valuable, but like it still does damage. So I don't know.
Yeah. So let's talk about his ult because it's funny because like
his ult's so OP. I love it.
People are telling me about it, like, oh yeah, he's got a wall, and like the whole point is to like, you know, block people off a little bit and like bounce off of it. I never noticed the wall. I don't know what it is. When I'm in the heat of the battle, I throw that ult out.
Well, I straight up don't see it. I had to like notice it. I think I like ricochet on and off of it like by accident. You know, just like throwing it.
That's crazy.
I don't know what it is. I am blind to it, and I don't know why.
I mean, it is like, you know, orange and like the same like color as the things coming down. But like you can also, if you double tap your ult, it'll disappear. Like, Yeah, like if you accidentally hit your ult twice, it'll cancel the orb. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
you can like, release it down. But yeah, I've caught so many people on walls and stuff with the ult. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I feel like I just need to go in like jungle practice and like do it once and just look to see what I'm looking for. Cause like I'm expecting like a crack wall, like something big, obvious, and, like,
No,
bulky, but
no,
I
it's
know
kind of
not.
it's very translucent. Like you can see through it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't. Yeah,
I think part of the
well,
problem was that when I was first playing Hoyi, I was facing a Bari, and I think she was able to hop around it all the time.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
I didn't see it, so maybe I was just going insane.
Yeah, clearly you didn't see it because I can definitely see it. I promise you it's there.
I'm not denying that.
I mean, I've been body blocked by it, and because like if you're standing on top of where the sun comes down, like the orb, whenever the ult, it'll push you like whichever direction you're close to it.
Yeah,
So it'll like appear, and then it'll push you back into his ult, or it'll push you outside the ult, depending on where you're at around the circle.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, no, I definitely feel like there's definitely some good like skill seeing there, ceiling for that.
Yeah.
It'll be fun to continue to play.
Yeah.
This one's real late. But I played Kali Asma for the first time the other day.
I haven't actually. I haven't touched that character.
I really like her. She's really good.
Yeah, because that's another. Yeah, there's another character that I really never played. Like Smite 1. Like I never played it. And like I wanted to play it because like you can build like the strength build or the power build instead of the auto attack build. And I feel like I could probably do that because like, how the kit works. But auto attackers in Smite 1 were like I was never very good at using them, like Bakasura, Kali, I mean, Alquan was more of an ability, but Mercury, yeah. And those were characters that I just like. I could never play very well. I was also not a jungler at all. Like I can't play that role. So it just stacked on top of it. I think I played a couple like Bakasura solo games that I was okay at, as long as I built like somewhat tanky.
Yeah. Yeah, I was never. I played her a decent amount, nothing crazy, but I was never a fan of junglers where it's like, all right, the first 15 minutes of the game, you're not going to see me, I'm not going to do anything, all I'm going to do is farm. I am playing for 25 minutes into the game, and then we can start playing. I was never a fan of those type of characters, so I never played on them.
Right. Yeah. But, I mean, you said you really liked it, but, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, her autos just feel good. Like, it's not like her kit's like anything crazy, anything super fun. I mean, she has jump, she's hot bag. She still has like throws the blades. The ult is just a stim. So it's like, honestly, I don't really know. Like, there's nothing like crazy about her kit that makes her so fun. She just feels good. Like, her auto just feels good. Like, I like the way she feels.
Nice.
I mean, she's strong right now, so there's that.
Well, since you brought up someone that, has been, in the game for a little while, let's talk about someone who hasn't been in the game at all yet, except for PTS. Janice is looking very good. There's also a couple of different, like the +1s are very interesting. Have you seen the videos at all?
I haven't seen anything about it.
Okay. We might actually just dive into that here in a moment and like watch the video. I also did some recording that I just threw away because I just yapped the whole time and I was eating food. So I didn't really like the video that I made. But okay, so I'm gonna talk about his +1s really quick, which is mainly on his like ult and his portal. So if you go into your portal, you can cancel out of your portal by hitting your ult. Your ult now makes you CC immune. So like if you are CC'd, you can use your ult to free yourself from CC.
Wasn't it always that way? Weren't you always CC immune in it?
So if you were stunned, you weren't able to use abilities.
Oh, it's like a beads.
Yeah, it's like a beads.
I guess if you were silenced, you couldn't.
I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be.
I hope it's
yeah.
That's kind of absurd.
Yeah, I don't know if it's supposed to be that way. I just know that's how it was playing in PTS. That's what I heard from, like, I was watching Weekend or someone else play it. And yeah, so basically you can free yourself of CC by clicking your ult. But if you go through your portal, it'll drag you out of your portal. No matter how long you've been like falling, like in your portal, like whenever you banish yourself, you can press your ult. So basically you could drop down in your portal with someone, then press your ult, and then they'll come down and your ult will be charged. It's like really cool.
It's what Bead should be doing all along with knockups.
Right.
Bro, that stuff makes me so mad out. If you beat,
Yeah.
I mean, I get
Oh yeah,
it.
if you beads while you're mid knockup, yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
drop me to the ground. It's clearing any CC, but it doesn't. It doesn't.
But it doesn't. No, I would hate everyone for using beads if I knocked someone up and they were able to move after being knocked up. I would hate that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I get it.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's that. Also, if you place a portal, and I tried this specifically, if you place a portal and you go through the portal, you can use your 2 while you're in the portal, and you can also use your ult while you're in the portal. So like you can travel and you start your ult before you get through the wall and send your ult out.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then
It won't be too crazy in game. It just kind of makes them a little smoother.
Yeah, it just makes it a little bit quicker. Like you'll be able to get abilities off a little bit quicker. Very, very quality of life changes. And then his passive is changed now. So like, you know how his passive added in the 20%, it added like 20% reduction.
You got like 20% power or something like that.
Yeah. So basically that is, so anytime you go through a portal, no, that was built into his ult too. Like the passive also affected his ult. Like if you use your ult, you get like 20%.
Any portal.
Yeah. But now it stacks twice, and your next ability after going through one of your portals, you can stack it twice. So meaning like if you go through 2 portals, you have 2 abilities lined up that will have the increase pro shred 20%.
Oh, okay.
And then your 3, basically, I think it just works how your 3 would normally work.
Yeah, it's just a stim.
Yeah. Yeah, you just did more damage.
I hope they kind of like balance out his damage a little bit, because the thing with me that really
frustrating being in this is like
just how much
damage is too.
Yeah,
I like the ult, to be honest, when it was like you had to land abilities
to get
your
your
damage up.
It's
you doing?
Yeah.
More challenge.
Well,
yeah, then you get to nuke someone, but like
I think
hated how like the 2 would just, you could just walk up, do the little 2, and it would just take half your health for like no skill.
So I think that mainly came from old I think that was the starter. Like if you got what's the fucking boosted damage starter that you get, the conduit gem. I think that was mainly conduit gem, because like if you went the cooldown build on Janus, you didn't do nearly as much early. Like if you got a conduit proc on your 2, it would like one shot someone early.
Yeah.
But
I want to go back to original Janus.
Yeah.
You had to land both of your abilities
Yeah.
for damage. Like you had to land, like I honestly, if I remember correctly, I think the 2 wouldn't do
any damage unless you hit the
first. Like you can clear minions, but it wouldn't damage a god unless you hit the portal, the first portal. Which chat, you correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't know about that. I don't remember. I don't, because I wasn't super into Janus whenever I started playing a long time ago. I did play a lot of Janus like at the end of Smite 1. The character,
I love that we keep saying his name differently. Like when we started with Janus,
and I'm saying Janus, and they're saying Ian.
We just keep changing how
we're saying his name.
Sometimes it'd be like that. I don't know.
Because I am confused about, because like he's Greek, so it's like I think like Janus was like it, but then I've also heard people say Janus. But then I remember in game call himself Janus. But I'm like, that's more like Nordic, where it's like
yeah.
the J makes the Y
sound.
So it's
I don't know.
I mean, Janus does the anus, bro.
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying.
Or I guess is he Roman? No, he's Greek. I mean, I know they're basically the same thing.
They're basically the same thing. You can't say that.
I quite literally can't, because they literally are basically the same thing.
Bro,
They're
that's
the exact same people with different names.
well, I don't know.
It literally is. That is literally the Romans were like, "Hey, let's take that with different names."
Mm.
I'm not even making this up. This is actually the truth.
Bro, that sounds racist, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
It's literally what it is. Zeus is Jupiter,
sure.
Mercury's is Hermes, and so on and so forth. Those are the two
I know off the top of my head.
You know more about it than I do.
I'm not making this up. I'm being dead serious. It's literally the same thing with different names.
Gotcha. So Janus, I played in PTS and does feel really smooth. The quality of life change. Also, if you put them in your portal and you press your 2 as they're falling, you don't have to wait for them to hit the ground. You can hit them while they're in midair.
Interesting.
Yeah, so like you can like, throw your 2 out like preemptively and hit them while they're dropping for more secure damage. He doesn't do as much damage as he did in Smite 1. I promise you that. He's not like early game crazy pressure that Janus was. I mean, he definitely scales. Like, I mean, I was watching We Can Play PTS, and like he does damage later. I think his ult does less damage now, but I don't know. I don't think Janus ult has ever really, unless you hit someone max range, you're never hitting like super hard, in my opinion.
Does it scale with range?
It does. Yeah, the Janus ult is always scaled with range. But in Smite 1, it capped out at 75% of your health. Like you couldn't one-shot someone because of they put that block. I don't know. So they removed that. So basically, if you hit someone at max range, which max range is, I don't know, like I don't remember what the numbers were. But yeah, so you'll be able to one-shot someone if you can't hit anyone in base. I'm pretty sure they said like you can't hit them if they're in their fountain.
Oh yeah.
Because the portal cuts off. Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
But yeah. I mean, I like being able to one-shot people, so if I hit someone across the map, I feel like I deserve to one-shot somebody.
Yeah, fair. But what the aspect? Is there any aspect for him?
They talked about an aspect, but they haven't made anything final. But they said they're working on placing a portal and then placing another portal somewhere else. And it will move you from this portal to wherever you place the other portal. So more of like a setup character. But you can also put a portal here and then a portal behind you and place it under someone's foot and then drop them into your tower or something like that. Which could be interesting.
It could be kind of cool. Where it's more like a
a one-way portal. Yeah.
I make you go.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. I low-key. I mean, this doesn't really necessarily apply to that one because that would work as like a setup for play. But I feel like some of the aspects kind of lost the vision
of one of their aspects or one of the aspects.
Because
I like the idea of the aspect where it's like, hey,
take your
favorite character, now you play in a different position, like you're really good, compare it, you know how it works. You can put the shit on. But you take your main characters and play in their aspect.
Yeah.
I feel like Ho Yi's aspect, like specifically when speaking of Ho Yi, it's like I feel like his aspect doesn't change.
It's like
it makes him a hunter.
Well, it makes him more of a hunter. Yeah. Well, I think
you could argue he could be in the mid maybe with his with the regular build, but
I think the normal build actually is more focused on his abilities in general. Yeah. So I mean, I guess it makes sense. Like if you want to go like you have options, and they're fun. Like they're both very different. They're both very fun, and building him int is way different than building him strength. Like, and then he just has a lot he can do. But like, I don't think they want to make like a support Hou Yi because that sounds lame. Like,
Yeah. I'm not saying
so
easy support, but
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. But it basically takes
I feel like
an
it's kind
ability
of hard for
character.
hunters
But
making
He has always been an ability hunter.
Yeah.
So making him
That's
an
what I'm
auto attacker,
saying!
yeah. So making him an auto attacker, I think is fine. For what it is, and it's and it's a lot of fun. Like, it's so much fun. Like, going in and shooting autos at walls and just watching them bounce around before the match starts. I don't know, something about it. Just it's just fun.
It just reminded me of Charybdis's spike shot.
I went back and I watched some gameplay of Charybdis. I don't remember what I was doing. What was I doing? Oh, I was just showing that off to my buddy at work, because he's like, he watched my my subathon, like a lot of my subathon. He was watching like gameplay, and I was just talking to him about gods and stuff, and we ended up talking about Charybdis because I was talking about that she is Scylla's sister and looks very similar, and um he was comparing it to HOTS. I don't know if you know what HOTS is. It's another MOBA. It's another MOBA where the gold is shared, like the experience is shared between your teammates. So like, if you, but it's an interesting game. But he was showing me a character, and I was just comparing it. So we were talking about Charybdis, and I remembered how much I fucking love that character. Like, I love that character. No, I want Charybdis to be in Smite 2. That character is so fucking fun, chat.
I liked her too. I was never like crazy. It's just 'cause I guess it's more so just because I didn't play Hunter a ton, but
yeah,
no, I did kind of like her.
After I swapped to PC, I really embraced ADC for a long time, because I felt like it helped me get better at PC, like keyboard and mouse. Because like, I kind of forced myself into learning how to play ADC. And then eventually I think I transitioned into like more of a mid laner outside of, my normal like playing support all the time.
It's funny that you mentioned that, because when I made the switch, like I hopped on Hunter too, because I was like, it's the easiest one. It's just auto attack. So like, Rama was my boy.
Rama is,
you're forced to learn it. It's like, especially Rama, his ult is one of the, if you like ever question if keyboard mouse is better for a MOBA, play Rama.
Yes.
That ult becomes the easiest thing ever. It's like, literally just point and click, and that's all you have to do.
Yeah. Trying to hit people with Rama ult on a controller, you try to like flick it, and bro, it's just so cringe. It's so bad. Like, I used to always like Rama on controller, but I could never hit his ult. Like, every now and then I'd hit a 3 snipe, but whenever I transition, yes, Rama is probably my favorite ADC in the game right now. He's not good right now, but he is so fun. Like, but boys getting up. I was about to curse and do all kinds of things. He's getting a buff this upcoming patch on Tuesday. I'm so pumped.
Yeah, he definitely needs it. Yeah, I do like Rama too. There's something about just sticking with the basics and just throwing autos at people.
Yeah,
good about that.
Just dash in, slam your one. Like, I don't know. That character. Also, that character with not dagger, the dagger frenzy is so fun. Like, I don't know. I think
Golden Bowl would be crazy too, or Sunbeam Bow. Sorry,
Sunbeam Bow. Yeah. I mean,
once he gets off.
Like, the crit build is really strong unless they counter crit, and then you get fudged. And then the on-hit build is, I think the on-hit build is just weak on him. But then like, you also get more power, so your ult hits harder. So it's kind of a toss-up. But right now he's like, his win percentage is low, and his damage numbies are a little down. But I've had some success with him lately, and I've been slamming. I feel like he's almost to the point where he's balanced, but like, this buff is probably going to push him, beyond. He's going to be really strong, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's a decent buff. I don't remember what it was.
So, have you heard through the data miners of one of the gods is allegedly like 100% done?
I mean, I've heard a lot of things about data miners. What are we? Are we talking about Joe?
Specifically, someone I was talking about last time I was here. Talking about who I wanted to be added into the game. So nothing's true. We don't know. This is all rumor mill right now, but
rumor mill.
Hopefully, by the time this airs, maybe
Yeah.
we'll have concrete evidence.
Yeah.
But yeah. My boy Yorm apparently is.
Are you a Jorm player?
Dude, I love Yorm.
Oh, bro, that character's so bad. Oh my god.
The day he, not the day, because I for the longest time in Smite, I had this personal rule of never playing the new god just because it was so obnoxious.
That's a terrible rule.
It's new god. It's gotten better but it's like it would just be so annoying when gods would release and they just busted, and I just hated seeing them in my lobby. No matter the character, someone was spam hunting.
Yeah, or the spam hunting.
So you were the guy that held the character until everyone else picked, and then switched characters.
I have done that at least once, but
at least once. That's crazy.
Yeah, it would get annoying. Mainly if it was, I think I only did it like if I was the role he was supposed to be in, because I was also a huge proponent of playing correct characters in the role. So if I had a character that was supposed to be in that role, I would grab them just so no one would, throw the game and play him in something role. But anyways, Yorm, yeah.
Yeah. So after some time passed, and dude,
him support. Warrior's Blessing
to start and just made like
couple
defense items damage was so much fun. I literally loved him so much. He literally made,
yeah. I mean, you were getting Golden Arrow. Were you a Golden Arrow gamer?
No,
on him?
No, I don't think so.
A lot of people started doing their Golden Arrow build on him.
I literally don't even. I think I would get like the lifesteal boots. I'm not even like. I was a complete idiot. I would also build rings on him, or what was it? It was like demonic grip, the one that
your auto attack debuff you put like that like auto attack things don't work.
That's funny. So, I mean, they get. I think they. Oh, the stems don't work. Okay.
They changed that later on.
Okay.
They changed it to AOE auto attacks. Did like 30% of all like.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, the issue that I've always had with Jormungandr is that like his character model always just like covered most of the screen. I hated it. Him and Cthulhu both. Right. Yeah. Like I hated playing those characters. Like because they were so massive and like they blocked, like you could, you throw an ability out and it's like under your fucking head. And I'm like, where am I fucking aiming, bro? Like, I don't know. Something about big characters and taking up the screen, like, I didn't like it. I personally didn't like it, but it was just that reason. There was also a couple like Thanatos skins where that his wings would get in the way of whenever you're ulting. Yeah, whenever you're ulting, they would just get in the way and like you couldn't see where you were landing. It was annoying.
Skin. Love it. Love the idea.
Everything
about it was great until actually using it. It was so hard to see. You couldn't see anything. It was rough.
Yeah. But with action cam now,
Yeah, it's very true. But anyway, so this is my hope and dream for his aspect. I want this so badly. I want his aspect to turn him into a hunter. I want, instead of like cone damage, I want it to be line damage. And I think that would be amazing. I want him to be a hunter
so like a normal hunter.
Yeah, but like, and it's still like a hold down. It's a constant spray, so it's the same thing. It's still tick damage. But
okay.
Being a cone, it's a line.
It's a line and it's longer, or.
Yeah. So it goes the same range as your typical autos. So it's just like if it was a normal hunter auto was constantly shooting. And
that sounds
similar to
that sounds like AIDS, like literally AIDS.
It would still work the same way where you got like the meter, you got like you got the meter properly. So it like still would function the same way, but it just like change him instead of being like a cone. He has less area but more range. I think it'd be so fun. and that can get him into some different roles.
Bean basically woke me up. Sorry.
This is true.
Yeah.
I feel like we should go through our conversation. It was
yeah. So I was laying in bed, and I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but he's like, "Hold on, I gotta put on clothes," and I was like, "Well, I need to put on clothes too because I wasn't wearing anything."
So when you first asked me about doing an episode this week, I wasn't even home. I think I responded like a couple hours later, and I was like, "Hey,
I could do it in like 45 an hour."
I don't even know if you responded or not, and then.
Bro, I seen your message, and then I was like, after okay, so I was playing ranked earlier and with a couple of guys, and they surrendered a game, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go play by myself. Well, then I get into my next game, and then they surrendered in 15 minutes. So I was like, I'm getting off. Like, I'm done. I'm so cashed out. Like, I can't. Surrendering games tilts me so hard. Like I will F7 warrior all day long, and I'll be upset if I lose, but like losing versus surrendering are just two very different things.
I feel that. Yeah, I usually don't surrender unless we like lose a person.
Yeah, like
because like
I don't know.
I love the comeback.
Yeah,
like that's what I play for. I play for losing a game, but holding on, and then getting that little bit of like
life back into you. Stay like a
fun, right?
And then totally turning the game.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like those are the games
That's what I'm saying.
It's like I feel like a lot of people I play with, like they live for just like slaughtering, playing well together. And it's like, dude, slaughtering is just not.
Yeah.
There's times when I have fun. You get really silly when you're slaughtering teams, but it's like, dude, I want a close game. I want to be losing, and then I want
to win. Yeah.
And then I want to spam left so hard to easy GG. Wasn't worried the whole time. That's what I'm.
Man. I mean, yeah, like fighting things properly, like a firefight where you're leashing and like playing like the game, how like the upper like level players play the game, which in my opinion I've been watching a lot of higher level play lately, even in ranked or even in like the SMITE Prime, like where the highest players are playing, like they're just 50-50ing all the objectives, which is weird to me because that just doesn't feel right. It's just like they're stepping up and you're just like, we're just going to try to secure this. If we don't, then we fight. And if we do, we fight. I just feel like playing a game out to where like you have to, sit at Fire Giant and fight are the best games in my opinion. Like, everyone gets wiped and then you come back to Fire Giant and you do it all over again. Like those are the best games to me, I think.
Yeah. I totally get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I completely agree. Those are the games those are the memories from SMITE 1, like games that stick in my mind where it's like huge comebacks.
Yeah.
Things like that. Or it's just like, you get that one play to just totally turn the game where it's like you're down, all of a sudden you wiped 3 dudes and now you have pressure on them.
Like then you get them stuck in like the revive cycle where they never have their full team back. It's they're just fighting tooth and nail to stay alive. And
yeah.
Good times. Those are nostalgic games.
Yeah, they're definitely a lot more fun. So, we talked about Jorm, we talked about Hari, we talked about Janus, or Janus, or Janus, or whatever you want to call it. There was some hot fixes, or not hot fixes. There was some small patch, like bonus fixes. I don't know, bug fixes. No, because they weren't bug fixes. They did a hot fix. That's what I was trying to say. Hot fix. Yeah. I was getting at the hot fix that they did. They nerfed a few items, and then coming into Tuesday, there's going to be also another big list of patches that they're going to be doing for some of the items like Sash, or Lash. That item has been destroying the meta. It's been a lot of fun. Like playing tank and being able to build damage items or like tanky items that just one-shot carries. Bro, that shit feels so fun. But it being nerfed is
I
good.
hate that so much.
But like, at the same time, like ADCs will still slam you. Like if they're good at playing ADC, you will get railed. You don't stand in front of an ADC. Like if they go crit and you get a anti-crit build, like you definitely like, don't like do a lot of damage. But if you're going the on-hit build and someone's building Lash and a bunch of these like new items, like ADCs will do a lot of damage. I think mages might be a little bit weaker. Because I don't think the value you're getting from Opshard is enough for a lot of these tanky items, in my personal opinion. But then again, I have gotten like 2 quadra kills in the last 2 days on mages, making it late game and one-shotting people. So like, I don't know. A lot of people are complaining that these items are too strong, like especially Lash, which I do believe that Lash is slightly too strong, but I don't know by how much. Like it doesn't really. I've played a lot of Smite in the last couple of weeks, so I'm not really seeing it being super OP, but it definitely feels nice to play. Like I don't know. Have you picked up that item yet? Slash?
What is it like? Is it Sanguine Slash or
Thing,
something like that?
yeah.
I have used it a couple times. I don't play much tank, but sometimes I have used it. It's funny. I didn't really know what the aspect was.
Like, was it spamming and again?
That's funny.
Or not the aspect, the active.
The active. So just like a cone or like a circle AoE around you, it just like sends out like this the lash, and it stacks like every it counts up. I don't know how long it takes. I don't know what the timer is on it. It's a very long cooldown, but it stacks up to 3 times if you just let it let it count up and up and up and up. Which I wish the timer would go up on it like constantly, even if you have one available. Which might be a good change. I don't like that having one makes the timer go away. I would like to keep seeing the timer. But.
Are you ready for my hot take? Kind of touched on it a little bit. I was going to dive into it. I have a lot of hot takes, but this is
my hot take on
tanks.
I'm ready.
So I think.
You think?
This goes for tanks like Kepri, people that are like, they're not really
I think tanks like that, people that are going
full pure damage.
Full pure protections. I think need to be rewarded more, especially late game. I think they should be super tanky. Basically, I think a mage should be able to kill a tank. And I don't think a tank should be able to kill a squishy.
Right. Yeah. So we're going back to Smite 1 where you have what's that item called? The masks that like, you do reduce damage because you're tankier. Lonos? Was it Lonos? Or was it the other one? Yeah. I really enjoyed those items, by the way. Like, those items were really cool.
Basically, what I'm getting at is like I want almost like because we have our power potions, right? I want almost a defensive potion. Basically, builds off of the protections you have. So basically, if you're not building power, you're building protection. You buy that, it scale your protections.
Yeah. So
maybe also decrease your damage so that you can, because like to me it's just like late game as a tank, it's like you just get ripped out there.
Yeah.
On the counter hand, I don't think a tank should be running down a squishy. Like I don't think he should be running down the assassin. Right. He should be running at the hunter. Like, but he should also be able to body block. Like I think it'd be so much more fun if you were super low damage, but like you could absorb a ton of auto body blocking.
Yeah.
That'd be really fun. But then like you have your mages and your other supports. Like you got the whole crowd control. It's like really fall into that role.
Yeah.
What you're supposed to do, where it's like. Hunters, they are meant to kill the tanks, and objectives, maybe they don't do as much as other things. Mages, the whole thing is crowd control, area damage, controlling the fight.
Yeah. So I think they've discussed like bringing in like the defense pot, right? And I think that leads to the games just being extended longer. And I don't think they wanted to do that because like they wanted like ADC. Like that's just how Smite's always been though. And I think they're just like, riding the train of like, I don't think tanks should be like this. Which I mean, you said it was a hot take, and I do believe it is a hot take. I see where you're coming from. And I do think we could potentially add something in that makes you more tanky like game, but the defense pot, I'm not sure because like as a support.
Hold on, let me say this because it's not the defense pot.
Well, yeah, I knew what you meant.
Defense pot, I agree. It just prolongs the game. Everyone buys one. It's pointless. But specifically something that like rewards you for not doing damage to your team, but do something for your team. Because like I feel like if your support can survive more and do more for your team, it could but not have any kill potential. It could allow your team to end the game faster because he's still alive. He can take on Thomas team.
Yeah.
Or you can use him as you can rally behind him. He's your banner. You can push. Make a push for something behind you. Because when you lose your tank, a lot of times you're like, well, guess we'll go get pyro. Or if there's no other objectives.
I could definitely see that. I mean, I like where you're coming from because like sometimes you do get into those pickles where like you're just not tanky enough, and like even if you build full tank, which you can build very tanky in Smite, like. I think you can build but like whenever it comes to like, these 40-minute plus games, like you're getting to the point where your tankiness doesn't matter if the enemy ADC is hitting you. Like I think the mages will still struggle to kill you, in my personal opinion, if you're full tank. But if you were able to stack your what's that item called? The robe. Anyway,
or here, maybe it could work like this. It's not necessarily defense, so it's like you can if like the whole team targets you, they can rip you still, but you get like insane health. So if you're able to fight back, you can heal up quickly to get back into the fight.
Right.
You still get like if the team targets you, you can still get obliterated. So you still have to have good positioning. Like it's not a safe haven for you to do whatever you want. You still have to play smart. But if you're good enough to get out of the fight and kind of reset a little bit, you don't have to completely reset by going back. Like the whole vibe is off. But like, it's like if you take in say you take in 80% damage in the last 15 seconds, you get like 40% of that back over a certain time of not taking damage. Something like that. That would have through it, but
Yeah.
I want something to reward people going full defense. I want to reward the Khepri players.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I think Geb fits the role better than Khepri does, in my personal opinion.
Yeah.
For being like tanky and being like, because, well, I don't know. They both.
Not like Ares. Someone not meant to do damage. Like Ares, I get why he's on the squishy side because he's, he is going to be running down because he does a lot of damage. Like that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like it really needs to scale
with protections.
How much damage you have.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like for certain characters, I don't even know.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely I like the idea of bringing back some of those like character shifters, basically, like all the masks. Like I forget what the name of the mask was for support. But basically, it just made you tanky, and then you were like 20% like more tanky, but you had 20% reduced damage or something like that.
I feel like that didn't do much.
It didn't last for very long. Yeah. But doing something like that.
I don't want to change early game because I feel like tanks are good in the early game. It's the late game.
Well, that was because it was a starter. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you had to like time it, and like it was weird. Those items were very fun though, in my opinion. You just like
I used them a little bit, and I've never.
Yeah, because you had to hit X amount of protections, and then once you hit X amount of protections, then you would upgrade your starter, and then you would get the reduced damage or the reduced your reduced damage, and then buffed. Yeah, they were interesting, but I think doing something like that and using a pot could be very like valuable. I think like because 3K pot for support, doing that instead, you reduce your damage more like by like
3K because
yeah.
struggle in the gold department.
I mean, like game like I don't know maybe, but then other people will be building it.
Yeah, I mean maybe it's
Like,
just as
I don't know.
often see.
I think the damage reduction is gonna have to be substantial though. Like,
bro, I don't care. Bring it to 0. Just give them crowd control. Like, give them 0 damage, player damage. Like, I don't know. Like, make them a true support. Like, really lean into like each character's what their role is supposed to be.
Yeah. We're gonna go a little off topic. Have you seen Battlefield 6 at all?
Yeah, I more and a few others have been talking about it a lot. I feel like it's popping up on social media too. I haven't played it, but
yeah, Clona won't leave me alone. Clona's like Battlefield 6, Battlefield 6, Battlefield 6. I'm like, I'm a Smite player.
Yeah, bro. Well, I can't blame him too much because Smite is currently unplayable on his PC.
He fixed it. He fixed it.
As of when?
As of like earlier today, he fixed it.
Hey,
yeah. He popped into my stream.
What was do you say what the issue was?
I don't know what the issue. I know he was getting like sub like 20 like FPS. FPS.
Yeah, anytime he was fight, his frames would just drop to literally nothing and just make him sad. Is the only way to put it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess I can't blame him too much for not playing if that's the case. But yeah, I will say so. I've pretty much ever since Black Ops 2,
I kind of got on FPS shooter.
Yeah.
I got burned out on them. But from watching a few videos of Battlefield 6, part of me was like, I kind of want to do it.
I downloaded it because Clona wouldn't leave me alone. And I was like, I downloaded it. And then I'm like, I'm going to bed. And then you hit me up. This was all just earlier today. But yeah. And as far as shooters go, I actually played a lot of Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 was probably my favorite. But like it was only my favorite because Advanced Warfare was so bad. I hated that game. Like it's like people fucking zipping across. I don't know. I was on controller, so like it was impossible for me to play it in general. I couldn't shoot people. I want people to be on the ground, but like Black Ops 3 was kind of the happy medium where like the soft like jetpack and the abilities. It was a lot of fun. It was a good time.
It's funny that you say that because literally that's what I say about Black Ops 2. I'm like, it was the perfect hybrid of the futuristic stuff and like still modern.
Like, yeah, it's funny.
Once it hit Black Ops 3, I was like,
yeah.
This is because like this is how old school I am. I'm like, this isn't Call of Duty. People are flying around. I was like, if I wanted all these special like if I wanted futuristic, I could play Halo. Like what the
right? Yeah. No. Yeah. I think it depends. It really for me. It was my friend group. It was like, I didn't, in the peak of like Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 2, I didn't really play them because I didn't have my own Xbox. I didn't have internet. I didn't, get into it at the time. Like, it was kind of like, it was simply because I, had to buy my Xbox at 19, at like 18, whenever I had a job. Like, otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to play. So I didn't start gaming until I was really like 18. I mean, I played like Nintendo 64 and like old PlayStation games all the time. Like 007, like split screen with my brothers.
Yeah,
that was kind of.
I haven't seen this a lot, but it's okay. What is like one of your old school favorite video games that's not necessarily well known? Like what's like your hidden track
video game?
Hidden track. I don't know. So back whenever I was younger, I used to play my Game Boy Color, like, and there was this Bomberman game on it. And it's like, I don't know if that's like mean, Bomberman wasn't, but like you basically just walk over and then you place your bomb and then you get out of the fucking way, and you can do that for multiple things and just unlock the next level.
Yeah. I feel like I
And
definitely like slightly know what Bomberman is.
you slightly know where Bomberman is.
I think so. It's like ringing a bell for me.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. Are you not supposed to know at all?
I don't know. Am I supposed to know?
I don't know. You asked me the question.
Sorry, yeah, I thought I was like, I totally misread what you were asking me. No, that's fine. But I was just like saying, I'm like, oh, I think I might know
Yeah.
this game. Like,
Yeah.
no, it's fine. Yeah, obviously people are gonna know.
Yeah.
Everyone out there's gonna know something.
Yeah.
But, I was just curious what you're.
I played it. I
Because
played that one.
Everyone says or GoldenEye,
Yeah.
Mars, Super
Yeah, but
Mario,
everyone played those.
Super Mario.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, what's your
Yeah.
hidden game?
I mean, I wouldn't play it now. Are you leaving me?
No, I'm not. I'm just walking over.
Okay, you can still hear me. Yeah. So, so like this game, like it was like, you know, it was side scroller basically. Like you just walked up and down and you like blew. You tried to avoid the monsters. You had to blow up the monsters with your bombs, but like basically your bombs were on a timer, right? And you got perks for your bombs. So your bombs would like, you know, eventually your bombs would like blow up bigger, right? And they would only blow up and across, right?
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
This is definitely ringing a bell.
Yeah. So as you got stronger or as you progressed through the game, you would get level ups on your bombs. So then they would blow up further and wider. So you had to place your bomb in a strategic place so you can get out of the way so you wouldn't get hit by your own bomb and destroy the monsters that were in the way and then make it to the level to the exit, right?
Yeah.
And then there was another Bomberman that was released on I don't remember what video game it was, on what console it was. It was either it was either the Wii U or like or maybe it was on handheld, like one of the 3DSs. I don't remember, but I played another Bomberman that was somewhat similar, but it was like 3D. It was like a further, like, you know, we were in the future at that point. That game was also fun, but I think Bomberman was one of my most memorable like video games that I played.
Yeah.
But on the Game Boy Color, I couldn't save it, so I had to keep my Game Boy Color on the entire time. Otherwise, I'd have to start back at level 1. So I would, you know, replenish the batteries. As soon as my batteries ran out, I couldn't continue the game.
Yeah, dude,
which is tragic.
That was cool. Yeah. It's like so frustrating, such an annoying thing, but such a classic core memory for anyone who experienced it. So
yeah,
I wasn't leaving you, but I was grabbing my N64 Battle Tank Global Assault.
I never played that one.
If you know, you know. This game is awesome. I literally like replayed it.
Did my Nintendo in the background make you think of that? Did my Nintendo in the back?
Just because talking about it, I know it's always my go-to game. Like,
yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, I played a lot of Zelda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I literally played it like a few years ago. Like, beat the whole thing. It still holds.
Damn.
It's such a fun game.
That's crazy. Yeah.
It's obviously nostalgic for me, but still.
There was also a game that I played on, I think it was Nintendo 64, maybe it was PlayStation. Let me try to find it. It was like a space game. You basically killed a bunch of ants.
Well, you looked.
I'm trying to find it. Yeah.
I feel like this one doesn't quite count because it was on the original Xbox, so I don't think it's old enough. But
Spy vs. Spy.
If you
played that, it was a game that was based off this really cartoon.
And I don't even know like how to explain it. It was just a spy, like goofy animation. And we'd always just my brother, he'd always like team deathmatch essentially of what it was against each other.
And it's I have always remembered since like I think it was like a favorite thing for me. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
If you know it, you'll remember. Those who know.
Right. Jet Force Gemini. So basically, it was like, yeah. So basically, like you come out of this like, I think you come out of this like pod, like in like a spaceship or something. Yeah, you come out of this pod in like a spaceship or something, and then like the world that you like, you spawn into has a bunch of ant aliens basically, and you kill these ant aliens to go to save someone, I think. But like the game was like, really good. Like I don't know. Me and my brothers played the shit out of it, and I don't remember beating the game, and I don't remember the storyline, but there was a lot of cool missions and stuff for you. It's kind of like in the same realm of like well, no, I wouldn't say it's in the same realm as that game, but yeah, it was in the same era as Banjo and Kazooie.
Yeah.
It was like that same like era.
Here's another awesome game. I believe it. I don't know if it was on any previous console, but the one I played it on was GameCube. Time Splinters.
Time Splinters. No, I don't know that one either.
Oh, dude, that game was so good. It was like a first slash
person shooter. You getting played that movie.
Oh, dude, I don't even know. It's another like fever dream. Like the campaign
Updates
storyline was wild. So much like time travel and like aliens and just super confusing. I mean, it probably wouldn't be confusing if I played it today, but being a young kid, like it was so like mind-bending. What's going on?
Yeah.
It was craziness.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's bring this back. Let's reel back into Smite.
Reel back into Smite.
Is Smite the greatest game you've ever played?
I think Smite is my favorite game that I've ever played. At least recently. But I don't know. That's hard to say.
I know it's a tough question.
That's hard to say.
It is the game that you put the most hours in, but does that make
it actually isn't?
It is.
I put more time on Clash of Clans than I have Smite.
Honestly, that's fair. That is understandable. I've never considered Clash of Clans, but that actually might.
So I've been playing Smite for about a decade, 9 years, I think. Since season 2, I think.
Yeah.
It was like season 2. About 9 years, I think. And I played Clash of Clans. It was because like I could play it anywhere, right? So I just had it up all the time. I also had like, I ran a clan, I ran everything. And like I was just always on that game. Like Smite, I can only be on so much, like at my Xbox or at my computer. So I was able to rack up, many hours into Clash of Clans that I don't remember. I don't know. It was upwards of like 8,000 hours or something like that.
So that for Clash, as soon as you said Clash of Clans, I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. I spent way too much money on that game. I know I spent well over $5,000 on that game in the course of like the 7 years that I played it.
I did spend a fair amount, but nowhere near that much.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Like at some point I didn't have a family. I didn't have bills. Like, I was a kid. So like,
bro, I literally remember being a grown ass adult and asking for me and my brothers. We would ask for gems
for Christmas from my mom.
Yeah. It was funny going.
It was more
yeah,
kind of a joke gift.
Yeah.
Like give us like $5 for it,
right?
Like that, but still.
Yeah. What's funny is that like gems were in Clash of Clans, and then I started playing Smite, and they were also gems. So like some games are like like predecessors like Platinum, and now Smite's Diamonds. But like, I always thought that was funny.
Yeah. So then I guess follow-up question: what is to you the greatest game ever played?
The greatest game I ever played. It's hard to pinpoint because like, I'm trying to think, does nostalgia make a game good? Or does a good story make a game good? Or does just better multiplayer make a game good? So like, I think I would have to classify those into different categories and then say there's a best.
I think nostalgia definitely holds some weight. It's like
Yeah.
it's nostalgic for a reason. Like,
Yeah.
but like, yeah, you can go back and play a game. It's not good now, but I don't think that makes it a bad game. But it's like, because if it was great for its time, like,
yeah, no, okay, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna go ahead and say no. I don't think it's my favorite game because my favorite game is either Soul Silver or Pokemon X. Like Soul Silver and Heart Gold were the ones, the 4th gen, where you had the Kanto, and it was the remake of Silver and Gold.
what was it? What'd you say?
Soul Silver and Heart Gold.
Oh, they're also Pokemon games.
Yeah, Pokemon games. Yeah.
Clicking with you.
I think those were the best games that I've ever played. Like my favorite game of all time.
Pokemon X. X and Y, yeah, I put stupid amounts of hours into that game.
I put
same thing with Clash of Clans, where I just had it with me a lot.
Yeah.
You know, road trips all the time, being younger. Bro, the hours of IV training.
Bro, you don't. Okay, here we go. Here's the story. I got X, right? I actually bought both copies of that game, I'm pretty sure. I ended up giving the other one away. But I bought X. I played X. I played 600 hours into X, right? Like, you know, IV training, battling, doing, like breeding. I did so much. And then I ended up like backing into a table, and my 3DS was in my back pocket, and it like fucked up the cartridge, and like the game didn't the game literally reset.
No.
So I had to start over after like 600 hours into the game, and then I still put another like 1,200 hours on it.
That's crazy. That's so sad too.
Yeah.
I'm confident you do know the answer to this question, but I have to ask like one. The viewers need to know for sure.
Okay.
I just want to make sure you're saying IV and you mean IV, not EV, because those are two different things. EV training and IV
training.
Yeah, IV. Yeah. So EV training is I'm blanking right. Yeah, IV train is breeding for correct IVs. Yeah. And then EV training is, trying to get the max stats. Yeah.
Bro, when I first like found out about IV training, like my whole just dive into I mean, maybe I was just younger, so bad at finding stuff on so obscure
trying to find
what it was
and
and just I remember just hours just diving into the internet trying to figure out what it is and how to do it and
so
how to perfect IVs and stuff.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome. No, I started IV and EV. I started IV breeding and EV training on Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I didn't know about it in Diamond and Pearl, but they were in Diamond and Pearl. But in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, they were just as hard as they were in Diamond and Pearl, except like they made it slightly easier with some of the items that they added. But it was infinitely harder to do it on those games than it was these games because they only I don't know, they made it so much easier as like the time progressed through like Pokemon generations. And X and Y was like kind of the median where I feel like it had a good balance where you could do it and it was like doable. And in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, you were spending like I don't know, you were spending more days doing it compared to what would take a day in X and Y. It was crazy.
I literally remember. So I remember like what the city was called. Like going to the city.
Essentially, from listening acts
and
Lumios.
a dime, like the money, and putting it under
my joystick, so it would continuously grinding in a circle.
Yeah.
That's what I would do to
yeah. I use a rubber band. I rubber banded my joysticks together. Yeah.
So who were your like go-to characters? Like who's your squad?
My squad. I don't know. I built a lot of different teams, especially in X and Y, where I was making
one your favorite. Just go with your favorite.
My favorite Pokemon in general is Scrafty. Scrafty. He's a dark fighting Pokemon. He can learn Dragon Dance. He can learn Sword Dance. He can learn Bulk Up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I for some reason, like, I got into like a Dragon Dance, like I had a Bulk Up and a Dragon Dance Scrafty. My Bulk Up Scrafty was shiny. And like, I don't know why, I just like loved bringing them into battle, and they just happened to be like turned into being my favorite. I wanted to get a tattoo of Scrafty. Yeah, I still want to.
My favorite has always been, ever since I was little, I don't know why, I just loved him. Jolteon.
Jolteon's awesome. Yeah.
I've always loved him. And he's been pretty good too, so it's like works out.
Okay. Here's some. I don't know how much you played a Pokemon, but did you ever play the Ranger games? Pokemon Ranger, where you circled the Pokemon to catch it out in the wild?
No.
And you tore up your DSs?
No, I only played Pokemon Stadium on the 64 and
Yeah. What about the Mystery Dungeons?
No, those are the
Damn.
ones I played, and then I also collected cards when I was younger too.
Yeah. Okay. We didn't reel it back into SMITE.
We did for a minute. I feel like you have to like title this episode like, also just that we're acknowledging it. Like, is this even a SMITE podcast or something?
Yeah.
Like that?
Right. Yeah. But I mean, is there anything you can think about on SMITE that you've experienced lately that you enjoyed? So that way we can get close to rounding out the podcast episode.
Yeah. Just played a couple Joust games lately. It's always fun to...
The Joust map is really nice in SMITE too.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
I kind of like it. Yeah, it's not... I haven't really tried any like jungle in it all, because, you know, I feel like it's decent force. I feel like a Nemesis.
Yeah.
That's been a little fun. Me, Clono, and Tilted last night. I think we played 4 games and won all 4, which is always nice.
Nice.
Destroyed people, to be honest.
Yeah.
Some of it was not even competition.
Yeah.
But, you know, sometimes you just gotta do that, you know.
Yeah.
It's a morale boost.
Sometimes it just happens. Like, it's not a matter of like, you know.
No, we had no strategy. It's not like, all right, like, who we pick this guy. It was just like, all right, lock in that person, lock in this person. Oh crap, we need a tank.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like every time I try hard, then I fight against people that are also tryhards, and then I end up losing. So, yeah. I mostly just play ranked and then just have fun. I don't really like get super crazy about being competitive anymore.
Yeah, it's an internal battle for me all the time about like wanting to play competitively and not. It's just like I am competitive, and I like often that inside of me. So that's just like it's like I go back and forth. It's like I want to play, but I can't put the time into it. Where I want to these moments to be frustrated with myself.
Yeah.
I'm not as good.
No, I feel that.
I can't put the time in it.
Yeah.
It's like that's literally me with like, and I was just changing gears again.
Yeah. No. I broke down probably, like 2 years ago, I think, maybe 3 years ago, where I was just like, I was having a hard time with life stuff too. And then like, I came home and I was like, all right, I'm gonna play some SMITE. I ended up just getting my ass kicked, and I was like, I can't. Like, I was playing comp. I'm pretty sure I was playing like tournaments or something, and we just got our ass kicked, and I just couldn't play the game. I literally sold the game. I got off, and I was just like, I was like crying. I was like, I'm so fucking bad at everything. Why can't I be good at anything? Right? And like, that's what made me swap gears into making like Discord and stuff. Because I was like, I'm good at talking to people. Like, why don't I just talk to people? See what I can do. Like creating like tournaments and custom games and stuff like that. It was just a lot of fun. But like, yeah, what led to that is me just like breaking down and hitting rock bottom, realizing how fucking bad I am at this game. And then I was like, I'm just never gonna get better. But that was before I made the swap to PC. I do feel like I've gotten better since then, but I don't know how much. I mostly just grind and just have fun. Like I'm here to have fun. That's it.
What's funny for me, it's like for probably the first 6 years of playing Smite. I only played with my
brace.
Group of friends,
And I was fun by far the best one of us. So it's technically I'm going to beat down inner bodies with very worse than me. So we were always in bodies, but I played with them to run my breaks. I always think of it like that. It's like my vision on the Smite community, skill level was so skewed. Dude, I thought I was so good because every game I'm dropping 20 plus kills, just slaughtering at people. But so then I just couldn't fight the people I'm playing so bad that it kept me a sense of wait, oh my god.
Yeah.
It's just oh, you're not
From
good at the game.
Yeah.
Actually quite bad.
Yeah. No, I definitely get that. I mean, I was never the best in my group, I don't think. I always had a couple of people that I always viewed, even though they didn't think they were better than me, I just felt like they were always better than me. But yeah, it's weird how your clique or group that you play with ends up they stop playing and then you keep playing and then you meet more people. That's how it worked for me at least. But anyway, I think we need to sign off. Because it's 1:08 and I need to go to sleep. I know.
Come on, dude.
It's not 12:08. It's 1:08.
Let's start another one.
Start another one.
Knock out another episode. This one will be all about Pokemon.
Yeah. This is Super Saiyan Smite podcast, not Super Saiyan Pokemon podcast.
What is wrong with us? Let's start talking about Goku. Come on.
Bro, I had thought about asking an anime question or a Dragon Ball Z question for every episode, but then I always forget.
There you go.
Do you watch anime?
Yeah, dude. I probably don't love Dragon Ball as much as you, but I do love it. I will say it was my first anime. If you don't count
It was the cherry. I definitely do count Avatar.
Then that was definitely my first.
Well, I mean,
my second.
it's well, no, I don't know. It's American. Yeah, it's. Yeah, I think you're right. I don't count it. I've always preached that I don't count it, but I do enjoy the show.
Yeah.
Is that
an American anime?
Yeah.
Just also one of the greatest shows ever created.
It is a very good show. It is way better than any other cartoon that America has ever made, or someone from America has ever made, because America didn't make it.
Yeah.
They do stuff I'm not gonna get into that. Never mind.
What's your
do you have a favorite anime that you've watched recently?
My favorite anime that I watched recently.
Since you won't let this end. Did you get a haircut?
I did.
It looks good.
Hey, thanks. Appreciate it. So I was trying to think. So my favorite is what I just recently currently watching is Kaiju number 8.
Right?
I've seen that, but I haven't watched it.
I like it so far.
Nice.
I kind of stopped watching because I caught up as the second season was releasing and behind on the episodes. I mean, I guess this isn't an anime, but I just finished watching Shogun on Hulu, which was pretty good.
Shogun. I don't know what that is.
It's not an anime, but it is, as far as I'm concerned, a Japanese show.
Heard. All right.
It's about old school. It's about samurai back in the day. It's mainly in Japanese, so I'm assuming it's a Japanese show.
Right. So you have the English voiceover, or do you just have subtitles?
No, it's subtitles. There are a few European characters in the show, so they speak English. Technically they speak Portuguese, but it's in English for our sake. But then the Japanese is actually in Japanese. I'm a sub.
Some gonna do it good.
There's a few animes where
I agree.
Animes where I right. Death Note, you gotta watch it in English. They're better. I watched Dragon Ball in English.
Yeah.
They're accurate.
Because Goku sounds like a girl in Japanese. But yeah. There was a couple anime that I enjoyed both. Like I went back and watched both of like Sword Art Online. Like I really enjoyed like Japanese and English. And then Fairy Tail I watched in Japanese. Then most other ones like Jujutsu Kaisen, you know, I'm mostly a subs guy.
I always go for Japanese.
Which I have my, my Gojo and then my Fairy Tail Guild and my Pokeball. I choose you, little heart.
I got.
That's fine. But we do need to sign off. This is a very long episode. I'm pretty sure.
You even ask the Dragon Ball question.
What Dragon Ball question? I asked you an anime question.
I thought you said you wanted a Dragon Ball question every time.
What's your favorite character in Dragon Ball? Vegeta.
His
character's such a bitch, bro. That character's such a bitch.
Yes, he is. But his character arc. He's the only person that has character development in this show. So.
Oh, hold the wrong arm. Sorry. Oh. It's his right arm.
Dude, they do him so dirty.
They really do.
He has never lost a 1v1 to Goku, so suck it.
That's funny. That's funny.
Funny.
My favorite character and time is like Teen Gohan. Teen Gohan goes so fucking hard. I don't know what it is about Teen Gohan. That character goes so hard. And then like they always okay. So you know what happened, right? Chi-Chi fucking ruined Gohan.
Yes.
Chi-Chi's a bitch. Fuck that character. Like, why would you ruin the best fucking character that's ever been put in the game?
Bro.
Or not in the game, but in the show. Such bullshit.
It was like 10 anime couples that are better than Goku and Chi-Chi.
And I could even look at it, so I was like, literally name anyone.
Anyone is better than them.
In every aspect, they suck. There's nothing good about them as a couple or Chi-Chi, like any couple.
Better.
Yeah, that's funny. All right. Well,
I won't stop you from signing off this time. You got your question out.
Is there anything you'd like to add?
Download SMITE 2 and play. There.
Download SMITE 2 and play. W. Watch more anime, so that way we can talk about anime.
Yeah.
Drop it all in the comments.
Yeah, we may have gone a little crazy on the topics on this episode, but at least we brought in the anime part of the podcast.
Yeah. Now then I need to find out a name for this podcast. Yep. That's gonna be fun.
Do you not have a name for the podcast?
I know I have a name for the podcast, but I need a name for this episode.
Episode.
Yeah. But we're not gonna do that on here. Thank you again for sponsoring Dad Gaming Esports. Make sure you guys join the Discord. Don't forget to slam the like, comment, and subscribe button. And thank you, Bean, for being here. You have been
it was a good
amazing company. Yeah, you've been amazing company. We'll see you next time. Have a good night or day or whatever. We'll see you next time.
Most people watching in the morning. Have a good morning.
Yeah, right. Bye-bye.